Hello and welcome back to Sonny Talk Spurs, and today I'm reacting to Spurs' 2-0 win in the Premier League against Fulham. And before we get into this, if you are new around here, leave a like on the video, subscribe to Sonny Talk Spurs and hit that notification bell because it lets you know when I've gone live. And by the way, what do you make of the new setup? Set this up over the weekend. Still needs a few tinkering, still needs a few bits and bobs, the lighting, mucking around with a few things behind me. But enough about that. Let's talk about the game. And, a lot of positives to come out of this one. And first of all, we remain top of the Premier League table with a 2-point lead over the likes of Liverpool, City and Arsenal. Also, big Ange Postecoglou. He has now had the best start of a new manager in the Premier League as well. I think Sky had a graphic pop up and they had the likes of Gus Hiddink and someone from Norwich who I can't remember, but absolutely unbelievable start for the Aussie. I think, again tonight, he knew how to whittle the game out. Fulham could have caught us late on the break and, they had their chances, but with the defensive masterclass from Romero, Vicario, Van der Ven, and even Emerson Royale coming on and doing some last-ditch tackles. Fulham were like a blunt sword up top. And, as I say, they had a couple of chances, but Vicario seemed to handle them quite well. But, yeah, the main angle of this video is about goal scorers, because I heard a lot of people going into this one again talking about goal scorers. Are Spurs better without Harry Kane in the team? But it would seem that maybe we don't need a striker. That's the question I'm posing today. Do we actually need to buy another forward? Obviously, there were certain chances in the first half. I think, Richarlison had a few, Son and Maddison, not enough oomph on their shots. Richarlison hit a few wayward shots throughout the game. But if we highlight the 2 goals, it's just really good press. Our press now under Ange is fantastic. We're just really absolutely going at players' heels, snapping away. A couple of yellow cards do come for it, but we just look really good at just something that we weren't good at under Conte at all. We really did struggle we just looked lethargic. Players didn't know when to press. Did they go too early? But it seems at the moment we are pressing in the right spaces, and both goals come for that. I'll be honest. At the start, I thought Hojberg, I was like, he's not offering what Bissouma did. But for the second goal, he was vital. Our midfield, the way it's so fluid now, and how the wing-backs come in of Udogie and Pedro Porro to help, with that press, and Hojberg and Sarr sort of, sit back a bit as well. I think it was just fantastic. And the first goal, Calvin Bassey, I feel bad going at him, but he had a nightmare tonight. Could have gave away a few more goals than the 2 he did. The first one is just fantastic from Richarlison, actually. I think Richarlison on that left wing, that's his best position. Maybe sacrifice the goals, mate, get some other goal contributions, some assists, some key passes and stuff like that. Sets up Son. Son still had so much to do, and he just bends it top right-hand corner. The very, traditional Son finish, you could say. And then for the second one, again, Hojberg closes it down. Maddison and Son, who got mixed up a couple of times actually in the game because Fulham were sitting so deep. But yeah, they pounced on it, and Maddison lays off Son, Son lays off Maddison, and Maddison gets his first goal contribution, which was technically just a goal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. That's the thing I'm posing. Just Harry Kane's gone. We're not really missing his goals too much. Maybe in the first half there was a couple of finishes which, as I say, could have been a bit more than they were. But I think these 2 players, if they can stay fit, which is if, I think we've got, the capabilities to really finish in the top 4 this season, or at least minimum 5th, which is not what a lot of people were saying at the beginning of the season. I heard a few 8th, 9th, 10th. How long do they look now? I know people will say, oh, you're jumping the gun, it's only been 9 games or so, but we're riding out our luck, and that's the sign of a good team. We're really defending well. You saw there, all the players are pulling their weight. Even, Ange is making bold decisions, bringing Maddison and Son off. And, don't get me wrong, our creativity went a bit out the window, but we were closing out the game quite well, I believe, especially with 7 added minutes. I can imagine a Spurs of old would throw that away and end 2 or 3-2 to Fulham. But yeah, really impressed with Maddison. I just think the way he has settled into this team, it's like a duck to water. It's fantastic. He reminds me of a Glenn Hoddle type, like an Aussie Idealers. Like, he likes a bit of deep line, he likes dribbling, key passing, just has been absolutely phenomenal for this team. I am just gobsmacked. I knew he was going to be a good signing. I called him the signing of the summer because it cost about 30 million if you take Winks into consideration. But he just offers everything. He's just, I think he's top of the assist chart still. I think he's got 3 or 4 goals now in the Premier League. Burnley, Bournemouth, And then there's another one in there. Definitely tonight, obviously, as well. I think he scored another one, but I can't recall. But yeah, and now moving on to Son, I just think Son has been awoken. You know, our Korean superstar has been awoken by Ange Postecoglou. He's getting in the right positions. His touches are better. He's looking a bit, you know, we were worried, would he be fit? Would he be rested? But he's looking, you know, still good, you know, back to goal. He's working in that forward position. I remember he can play that role. I remember on an old FIFA back in the day, he'd be a striker card. He can play through the middle. We've seen it. Proof is in the pudding. Apart from Erling Haaland, he's the second top goal scorer now. So he is just proving how vital of an asset he is. But yeah, don't get me wrong, I think that wasn't our best game again. It reminded me a bit of Luton. You know, Fulham, as I say, sat so deep. It was like 2 banks of 4 at one stage. And that's what worried me about, you know, stages this season for an Ange Postecoglou team. Can they break down those low blocks? And we have struggled, but we seem to be finding a way at the moment. You know, that's why people are saying you need a proven goal scorer. But, you know, some good minutes for Brennan Johnson. Alejo Velez came on as well, so that was very good to see. So, yeah, pretty happy with that outcome. Obviously, the scheduling is a mess at the moment. Obviously, we do have Champions League this week, but Tottenham play again on Friday against Crystal Palace. And it's quite a big turnaround, you know. I've never known a Monday-Friday game. Let me know in the comments down below. Have you ever known that in recent Premier League history? Because I haven't. You know, I thought a 12:30 kickoff would be too soon of a turnaround. But I guess that's what happens when you are, you know, got no European football, same as Chelsea. You sort of get forced around 3 o'clocks, 12:30s, 2 o'clock on a Sunday, Monday, 4 o'clock on a Sunday. All the different time schedules sort of go out the window. But yeah, very impressive from everyone. I thought Romero and Van der Ven were solid at the back. Just have a really good understanding. I can't actually believe how good their understanding is at the moment. It's just very impressive. You know, midfield was good. I think Bissouma will go straight back in. My only worry is if he does get a yellow card against Palace, he won't play against Chelsea. So maybe Hojberg gets another game, potentially. Now, to come to think of it, I think that might be the better option because Bissouma, I want him to be up against Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez to sort of prove to them who is the boss in the Premier League midfield battle this season. So yeah, very happy with that result. Let me know in the comments down below, first of all, what do you make of my new setup? What's your favourite thing? Do you like the shirts, the programmes? I've been collecting a lot over the years, so it's formed part of the backdrop. And also, let me know, what did you make of the result? Were we a bit lucky in stages? Do you think Son and Maddison make the difference? Do we need another forward? Let me know. Does Richarlison need to go in January? Being savage maybe a little bit today. But let me know all your thoughts, as I say, in the comments down below. And as I said at the beginning of the video, if you are new around here, leave a like, subscribe to Sonny Talk Spurs, and hit that notification bell because it lets you know when I've gone live. And I'll see you again pretty soon. Bye-bye.